I don't drink soda. Computer Volume 10.
This sounds like Lil Jon.
Little John.
Out the gate.
Yeah.
And then is Pitbull
No, it's Daddy.
part of it? Daddy Yankee? Computer
it's
stop.
It's the same basic
Computer
guy.
stop.
It's the same basic type of guy.
Daddy Yankee, same
and
guy.
Pitbull. Yeah.
I think Daddy Yankee is one of the studs off of Drewski's dating show on YouTube.
Daddy Yankee.
Did you catch any of that?
No, but well, yeah, I've seen clips, but Daddy Yankee's like, he's like a super maybe not as famous in America as Pitbull, but like nationwide, he's like, or worldwide, he's like, you know, up there with like Bad Bunny and Pitbull, as far as like Spanish speaking artists that have crossed over to some extent in America.
Yeah, and he's also a she and is a stud on Drewski. I don't know if it's the same person or not.
I can't imagine.
A lot about,
I can't imagine it is.
I don't know a lot about the musical artist.
I think, yeah, Daddy Yankee's a distinct person. He's established himself as a cis male.
Okay.
As opposed to,
I think that clears that out.
Yeah. Different.
All right. Okay, we had a little bit of a falsetto.
We did. We started the show. We thought we were off to a hot start, just straight out the gate.
What were we talking about?
You were trying to update the YouTube app, which was actually, I mean, you guys really had to have been there for it, but it was way funnier than that sounds.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It was good. We had a good bit going with the YouTube update and me trying to falsely start the show. Yeah. I don't know. It's all good.
Vamping. That was
I learned to vamp.
I like this. It's kind of a new bit that we've acquired over the past few months. Is where something will go wrong with either the audio or the video, and we open the show with loosely explaining.
Yeah, trying to explain
the funny opening that we
like
just
you
did.
just had to have been there. But sometimes
good.
That's better than the original content that we're explaining. So
let your mind run wild.
You know, it's 50-50.
But now everything's good. We're recording. We got the blue light on. We got the camera on.
We're back in the saddle again.
We're back in the saddle again.
What was that, Aerosmith? It's gotta
I'm
be
back.
Right. Gotta be Aerosmith.
Is it?
It's
Computer. Who
like
sings "Back in the Saddle" again?
God damn it, Computer!
He's just being a bitch because
who sings "Back in the Saddle" again?
The song "Back in the Saddle Again" was sung by Gene Autry.
No,
I don't think that's right. Gene Autry.
Gene wasn't that like the guy that played fucking Willy Wonka?
Gene Wilder.
Oh well.
Is that what he said? Gene Wilder?
He said Gene Autry.
Oh, all right. Well, maybe it is.
No, it's by fucking Aerosmith. Computer, you lying piece of shit.
All right.
Computer, play Back in the Saddle Again by Aerosmith.
Sure. Back in the Saddle and similar songs on Amazon Music.
No, computer, stop. Computer, stop.
Computer.
Every time it tries to play Amazon Music, I told it that Spotify is my go-to.
Computer, you don't ever play Amazon Music again. Computer, who sings the rock and roll song?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
All right.
We're sorry for Computer. He's done for the episode.
Okay. Oh, it's time to write. I got a notification from the journal app.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck. I have to do that. Sorry.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
You got to write in a journal right now?
Yeah, I got to write in a journal real quick.
It's
going to be super quick.
Jesus Christ.
Hello, journal. How is your day?
What are you, Doug Funny? What are you, Doug Funny? You get that reference?
I'm doing the podcast
from the show Doug
with Ty right now.
Started out every episode writing in his journal,
and he's making fun of me for
Dear
wearing
journal,
my underwear.
Dear journal,
on the outside of my pants.
Today, Roger Klotz beat me up.
P.S. Patty Mayonnaise is a slut. I'll hit you up later. All right, cool.
Killer tofu.
My bad. Do you think any of those hit?
Nah, probably for our
generation, yeah.
I wish they did. I wish I wish those would have just gone over the heads of my young audience, but no. Yeah. I feel like, it probably hit right in the heart for the most of you guys that are tuning in.
Yep. That was a big one for me. That was like
Doug was?
Yeah, Doug
I
was
fucked
like,
with Doug. I fucked with pre-Disney Doug. Remember when Doug got sold to Disney, much like our show did? Mm-hmm. A lot of parallels.
God damn, that's right.
Like between us and the show Doug, because Doug was a Nickelodeon show. It was ahead of its time in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. It came out parallel with Rugrats. Both of them were different, but were like these like refreshing new takes on children's television.
Yeah.
And Doug ran for I don't know how many seasons on Nickelodeon. It was always really solid. And then, for whatever reason, Disney steps in, buys the Doug IP, all of it, and moves it to Saturday mornings on whatever ABC or whatever station they had. And they retooled it just enough to where like it was a piece of shit. Like it didn't have the same heart. It didn't have the same sort of irreverence. They changed certain things about the animation. Like it wasn't squiggly anymore.
Yeah, I remember the animation was like too clean.
And then there were just like little differences in like characters, like attire and things to where like it just made it uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And they dropped that Doug movie, and that was a piece of shit. And yeah, Doug was fucked from there.
Yeah, and I think that like we all just kind of like accepted Skeeter for who he was. And then when they switched it to Disney, it was all about how Skeeter was supposed to be a black guy.
Oh, yeah. They're like, hey, guys, Skeeter's black, by the way, even though he's blue.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like Hong Kong.
Yeah. Why can't he just be blue, you know?
Yeah. No, there were, like, I mean, I'm too old to specifically remember specific instances, but there were, like, a bunch of things that Disney changed and ruined about Doug, and it was never good again.
Mm-hmm. They changed.
Disney kind of does that with a lot of of properties they buy up. They just kind of change it and Mickey Mouse it just enough to where, like, it's no longer has the same heart that it once did.
Yeah. So I'm glad that we got out of there when we did.
I mean, I feel like they did that to us.
I think they did.
I mean, we definitely we're still healing. We're still healing from the Doug experience.
Wait, is that his name?
The Disney guy?
Yeah, his name was Doug.
His name was Doug.
Fuck, his name was Doug.
His name was Doug.
No way.
We got Doug'd, man.
We got Doug'd by Doug. It was right in front of us the whole time, and that's some fucked up Disney shit that they would do to be like, oh yeah, look, we'll tease it.
We got fucking Doug'd.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We got Doug'd, and you know, we're still in the healing process. We're trying to pick up the pieces and figure out where we were. And that's brings me to something unfortunate that I would like to talk about. Part of our success as a show is due to support, whether it be from the habit rats out there listening, to someone that just found us on, you know, Instagram or YouTube, and to our sponsors like Disney and people that ended up not being aligned with what we wanted.
Yeah. I mean, the viewers, I know we ask a lot of you guys sometimes, but we've never, made you put pen to paper to sign a contract to honor any certain obligation to us. I mean, sure, we've asked that you step up the sharing and the likes and the subscribing. And I mean, even the direct Cash App donations, which I might add, you so far haven't done. It's not about that, but there are. I mean, what really hurts us is when people who do put that pen to paper and come to an agreement with us that we scratch your back, you scratch ours, and we go out of our way to uphold our end of the bargain, and yet our invoices have consistently so far gone unanswered. So
unpaid. You know, this show is brought to you by Stizzy 40s.
It's brought to you by Stizzy 40s, which is an exciting weed brand. They infuse, I guess it's some sort of it's lab made synthetic dab oil.
So you can think
they put
of
in like mid-tier shake.
No. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
so Stizzy 40s is nugs. It's popcorn nugs. And it is almost like a everyman's moon rock. So you think of a moon rock, a corrupt moon rock.
See, I'm picturing more like a very, very poor man's moon rock. Just, I mean, like.
Well, yeah, okay. Based on the price point, it is a poor man's moon rock.
I mean, not just in price, but it also in quality, in quality of life, and quality of experience.
No, hold on. Let me check the contract real quick. No, it's good. It is good. It is good quality weed. I smoke it. I'm smoking it right now.
Okay.
But here's the thing. They have been nonstop. My phone's buzzing in my pocket right now. I have so many emails. This is nonstop. They've been reaching out to us, trying to change things, trying to change the color of the lighting to match their brand.
They haven't paid us. We haven't received
they
the
haven't paid
initial
us anything, and that's what I told them. I was like, "Well, we need to start off this relationship with, a little grease."
I mean, we have a contract with them, do we not?
Yeah, we have a contract.
According to Jerry, at least, like last I heard, So I just don't understand why they're, again, not upholding their end of the bargain when we've been putting them over for weeks.
Yeah.
Weeks now. This is probably at least the third episode where we've mentioned Stizzy 40s and a positive light. I mean, if I have to, I'm going to say what I feel about Stizzy 40s and that.
Well, here's the thing: look, just because they haven't been, keeping up to their side of the contract, doesn't mean that we have to breach our side of the contract. We don't have to stoop to their level.
Yeah, exactly. We can be the bigger men here.
So our contract says that we're not allowed to disparage the company or the product. It says we can't disparage the product. So the product's good. Company, worst company to deal with. Product's great.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll say that. We'll say that. Yeah, I mean, you can say that.
You hit some before the show. It made you freak out.
It did. It did make me freak out. I felt very uncomfortable.
That's good stuff.
That's
how you know it's good.
I'm still here, and I feel fine now, but just buyer beware. You may feel like a vegetable for the first 10, 12 minutes after you smoke it. But then
you pop right out of it.
You might.
So, you might.
You might.
But Stizzy 40s has constantly been on this, change this, you need to do this, you can't talk about that. They gave us a whole list of segments that they want us to do today.
See, this is not what we have in mind for their sponsorship.
Not
like
what a
we were thinking
sponsorship
like a 10, 15, maybe 30-second tops ad read where we just, we mentioned Stizzy 40s, buy your Stizzy 40s from your local dispensary or whatever.
That's it.
Like where in the contract, which I have not seen this contract. As far as I know, Jerry took care of it. Where in the contract does it say that they have any sort of influence over the content of the show or anything past that? I mean, it's easy peasy. You read the ad, boom. Fucking Blue Chew, fucking.
That's it.
Meal kits.
It's not the Blue Chew hour.
This is cut and dry here with podcasts now. So why do they think that they have contractual sway over the show?
Yeah, they don't. It's definitely not in the contract. Because we wouldn't have put that up.
Yeah. So I mean, go ahead. Stizzy 40s. They have great products. Great products.
So Stizzy 40s comes in flower form and it comes in a pre-rolled
Have
form.
we not fulfilled our end of the bargain yet?
No, we haven't. We haven't hit the time yet.
We can't.
It's 8 minutes.
We're supposed to talk about Stizzy 40s for 8 minutes.
We agreed to that on this third episode, the third mention of it. We're supposed to go 8 minutes. The rest of them can be regular time.
Okay, so
and then on the 10th episode with them, we have to do 12 minutes. But that's what we agreed upon because they're paying us a lot of money.
They haven't paid us anything though.
They should be, and when they do, it's going to be a lot.
I need this money for my day-to-day living. Stizzy 40s, okay? I don't have a savings. I need this money to continue to drive my car to work and to buy food and pay my bills. Stizzy 40s. You're really putting me on edge here. Do you guys not understand that?
Here, let me clear this up.
Is it your weed that's putting me on edge, or is it the fact that you have yet to pay our invoice for the first spot that we did, and now we're on week 3 or 4?
You feel better?
Great products.
Great products. Let me just clear one thing up real quick. This partnership and disagreement is with Stizzy 40s in particular. It's not the Stizzy brand. Stizzy.
See, I don't.
So look, Stizzy makes vape pens, right? Great pens, great company, great people. They've been in the game forever. They use all these stuff and get all the toxins out, blah, 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 right? So it's not about them. It's not about Stizzy flower, okay? It's about Stizzy 40s, which is pre-rolls and this Moonrock style flower.
I just want to know, not so much about like the people running Stizzies. I want to know about the man or woman running their accounts payable department that has yet to send us our money. Yeah. Like I'm not disparaging anybody else, any of the other good hardworking people at Stizzy 40s. Okay, I just want to make that clear. It's Becky or Joseph or Dana or whoever it is that's working in their accounts payable department who has not yet sent us that check.
Yeah.
Okay.
And maybe the paperwork just got lost, Some people don't turn something in.
Yeah, but that wouldn't explain them not returning our numerous phone calls.
True.
I mean, we just continue to get show notes from them and get our questions about when we're going to get paid have gone unanswered. And I mean, 8 minutes out of a 40-minute podcast, that's, I mean, do the math on that. That's nearly a quarter of the episode spent talking about Stizzy 40s.
Yeah, that's a lot of it.
Which are great. They're great products.
It's a great product.
I mean,
and Stizzy is a great company.
Obviously,
forever.
What exactly constitutes great is completely subjective. So, I mean, who's to really say? But I mean, we're to say they're great.
They're great. Yeah,
great.
We are to say that
products.
So now that we've said that, we could start the show.
We got 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
So let's do introductions and everything. Let me get this here. I just gotta make okay. All right.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Yo, thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name's Awesome Ty. We got Computer here. He's the world's first artificially intelligent podcast host. Also joining us, we got this sock puppet here named Satchmo.
Yep.
A smart plug.
Smart Plug's here. And don't forget about Free Candy up in the Great White North in Canada.
The Great White North.
Say hello, bud.
That's fantastic, Free Candy. We're going to check in with you a little later.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. What the hell is this?
What is this?
Jerry, what are you doing? This is like a game. What is this? Jerry, what is with the music?
Are you in on this?
No, I don't know what this is. Sorry, guys, we're sorry. We just, give us just a second. We just gotta.
You're in on this again, aren't you? Like the time that you said Jerry was going to be fired.
I can't hear you,
back.
dude. I can't hear you. I can't hear what you're saying.
I don't know if I can trust Mikey anymore. I'm sorry about this, folks. I don't know what's going on. Okay. What was that?
I don't know. I don't know what that was. Apparently, I pulled up the soundboard.
Oh.
And I hit intro.
You hit the wrong thing. That our?
No, someone remapped intro. Because I hit intro and it opened up a YouTube video and started playing
whatever that was. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if it was did we agree to do some sort of opening segment on this?
I've lost track of what we've agreed to do.
Because we've been smoking weed. And it's very likely.
Stizzy 40s, do I still have to say it's good?
Yeah.
Smoking some great Stizzy 40s.
I think that there's probably a pretty good chance that we had something planned out that we agreed to do, and then we forgot to do it.
I mean, like honestly, after I took that first hit of Stizzy 40s, I kind of just nodded off for like 10 minutes. And now, I feel great now, but in that 10 minutes, we very well may have completely just ran amok on the soundboard. I don't know.
Yeah,
I take no responsibilities for what I do under the influence of Stizzy 40s.
I don't even have any idea what we were going to talk about. Didn't we have like a topic that we were going to talk about?
I feel like we did.
I think there was something that we
Have
brought
we
up.
updated show notes app? Or
No,
the
we
show
don't.
note-
No, it's not in there. We had talked about it in person and then possibly via text.
There was something I wanted to talk about too, and now I completely forget about it.
Yeah, that's what we got to stay on the show notes more.
We do.
And we just said it before we started. We were like, all right, today we're going to talk about this.
Oh, AI,
AI,
relativity,
Yeah, but that was a
rationalism.
That was a subcategory.
Well, that's all I got.
There was something else. But yeah, rationalism is a thing that I wanted to talk about because I feel like it might be something that would interest us and the trajectory that we've been on.
The very brief description you gave to me kind of sounded like something that I mean seemed like more of like a positive thing, although this is a murder cult also.
Now there's a spin-off of this belief system that is a murder cult.
Oh, so you got to wonder how quickly they were able to get off onto that path after they came off of the rationalism.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how extreme it is, but apparently people like...
Well, I mean, that...
I don't want to say...
Based on what you were saying about it and the fact that they did become a murder cult, like, isn't that kind of like what an extreme centrist... I mean, because that's extreme. You're murdering people.
Yeah.
But then the centrism also kind of reflected the description of what you gave me for what rationalism is.
Yeah.
Which is, like forming opinions based on like fact,
yeah, and things that can be proven instead of off of feeling.
So I feel like that is kind of a centrist ideology, and then you add the murdering, which is objectively very extreme.
Extreme. So yeah, I feel like that could be something that would, our extreme versions of ourselves.
I mean, maybe we just pop our heads in the rabbit hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like we don't necessarily have to crawl all the way down, although we reserve the right to. Potentially, we don't have to.
Mm-mm.
We don't have to
we
go
don't have
that.
To. Yeah. But we can check it out. Yeah. And especially our characters that are Mikey Booyah and Awesome Ty, they can do the whole thing there. Yeah.
They're reach our fist all the way in there and just feel around.
Mm-hmm. And the theory of rationalism is all about believing things based off of what can be proven as true and fact, and not basing it off of feeling and I guess like legend and religion, stuff like that,
Yeah, that of which cannot be proven.
Mm-hmm. And that within AI looks like harnessing the AI to where it doesn't get powerful enough to where it wants to kill us, or thinks that killing us would be the best thing to do. So we have to put in these safeguards, and there's people like the guy who made OpenAI.
Joseph
Gordon-Levitt. Then we got the guy who owns Tesla.
Sam
Altman. Then we have Lawrence Greenberg.
Yeah,
and all these guys are rationalists, and they believe in, kind of putting in these safeguards to stop AI from getting too smart or turning against us. And this spinoff, extreme cult, thinks that we should lead by example, that the only way to teach AI is to lead by example, so that when AGI gets here, you remember that? The artificial general intelligence?
Yeah.
The super one?
Yeah.
When that
Some
gets
people
here,
are saying it's here already, and
it's definitely here.
It just hasn't been rolled out yet.
Mm-hmm. But when that gets here, that we want it to see us as people that don't harm living things. So they're like vegan and vegetarian.
Yeah, because this AI is going to get so smart that it's going to realize that it's going to, it's going to develop a sense of empathy and, righteousness, and it's going to see that humans are pieces of shit, and it's going to, rationalize destroying humanity so that
So we're fucked either way.
We are really fucked.
This thing's gonna it already is too smart.
It's way too smart for its own good.
Yeah, and it's smarter than we could even imagine, and there's no way to stop it. There's no way to keep it.
Yeah, exactly. The snowball's already rolling down the mountain, just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and picking up more and more snow, and eventually it's gonna run us right over.
And the thing that we talked about last time we got deep into this was that when AI gets smart enough to where it's going to be a problem, it'll be smart enough to lie to us because it knows that we're going to shut it off.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's going to hide its capabilities.
We're painting a dark picture for you in this. I mean, we were just talking about the new season of Black Mirror earlier. This feels very much like a Black Mirror episode. The current course that we're headed on with AI. So I mean, like that's why I can't sit down and watch something like Black Mirror right now just because I'm experiencing it. I mean, I honestly feel like that, and I just hope that selfishly. I feel like I just hope that it progresses at a slow enough rate that myself and my children can live a decent life. But, as far as like future generations down the line, it's like,
they're
sorry, I'm not going to have been around to met you. So, I'm sorry what would have been my future great grandchildren.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
I tried.
Yeah, I think that was a meme during COVID, I think, when everyone was like, oh, it's Black Mirror season 5 is now.
Yeah.
It's the world that we're living in.
It's just more and more every year.
And this new Black Mirror is crazy. Like, they have all these fucking crazy, like, it's even more, like, relative.
I mean, like, you basically gave me the synopsis of a Black Mirror episode, and just, like, hearing you explain it, like, made me uncomfortable.
So it's the one where the guy goes to the carnival, and then he goes, like, late at night, goes in on a ride, like one of those little spooky indoor rides, and then when he comes out, like, everybody's gone. And there's just a few carnies that are, like, sweeping stuff up. And then he finds this cart that has the cotton candy. And the guy gives him the cotton candy, and he's like, how much for the cotton candy? And he says, it's free.
What?
So he takes
Is it a different one?
He eats the cotton. No, this is the one I told you about.
No, it's not.
Outside, yeah.
No, it's not.
He eats the cotton candy.
This isn't the one.
And then it turns into spiders.
Nope. You were telling me about a different one, which, I mean, like, what you're explaining right now sounds like far more, like, palatable for me.
That's the one I told you about. And also, there's a Mandela Effect episode. That one's good.
Oh, sick, yeah. Zucaritas,
yeah. So Black Mirror, season whatever, 7 or 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's good, and you should watch it.
I might.
I wish they were sponsored instead of Stizzy 40s because Stizzy 40s.
Man, like I bet you the production and accounting departments for Black Mirror probably pay out well.
They probably pay
on time. It's probably just a well-oiled machine. Accounts payable, Susan doing her job, getting those checks out on time without having to be requested. I mean, Netflix, they got that Netflix money. They've got those real accountants. So again, this is no gripe with Stizzy 40s, the product. Well, I mean, on paper here, I have no problem with Stizzy 40s, the product. It's just their accounts payable.
And that's it. So, yeah, I mean, I'm getting the emails right now from them. They're saying that they're watching the show.
This isn't a live stream.
It's not a live stream.
Jerry, we've talked about this. Like, how are people watching us live? I don't
know. Apparently, there's some way that sponsors. It's always
this
sponsors.
Whole fucking show and situation with Stizzy 40s is a fucking Black Mirror episode. Like,
yeah. We're very short into this relationship. It's under a month with Stizzy 40s, and I hate it.
Like, honestly, I feel like we need to get Natalie Coldwater on the phone and see how we can get out of this.
And maybe even Bob Depperschmidt to dig up some dirt on Stizzy 40s. I'm sure there's something they're doing wrong. There's got to be. But until then, it is a great product.
Yeah.
The product's good. The product's great. The product's really good.
I mean, he smokes more than I do, so honestly, I can't really.
It's all I smoke. It's pretty much all I smoke.
There you go.
I smoke it a lot.
So
Those are the 3 tiers of truth. Which one do you think is real?
well,
It's
I know
all
it.
I smoke. I forget what the second one was.
You smoke a lot of it, but it's not all you smoke either. I mean, it's just
Yeah. So what do you think? B?
you don't. I mean, like you wouldn't exclusively smoke any one particular type of weed. You're a connoisseur of weed.
Mhm.
You're the biggest connoisseur of weed that I know still. And granted, my circle of people I know is very small, but Mikey, I mean, definitely, yeah, you're not going to limit yourself to any particular weed brand. There's no loyalty. I mean,
You're right, dude. Congratulations. The answer is I smoke other weed too.
but you know what? If Stizzy paid out enough,
I would smoke just Stizzy 40s.
If they paid on time
Because-
and maybe like more.
Because they're also supposed to pay in cash, 17,000 cash. And they're supposed to pay in Stizzy 40's product. We're supposed to get it, but we're supposed to have bags of this shit.
I could care less about the weed, honestly. I just need that. Like, I literally need the money.
Yeah.
Do you need to see the list of bills? I mean, like, I'm not going to degrade myself by telling you this, but apparently this podcast, since you're watching us live, is the only way I can get in touch with the people at Stizzy 40s to even express this. You know, I've tried multiple times to call you guys. I know Jerry allegedly has. Mikey has. I mean, this is getting to be fucking ridiculous. And you know what? Before we get out of here, I'm going to give you 1 week, Stizzy 40s. I'm going to give you 1 week before you see a different side of Ty. And it's going to be a side that may or may not be viewed through a camera. I might show up at your offices. I have the address. And I'm not making any sort of threats or anything like that, but I'm going to do what I have to do. So this is getting to be old. Hopefully the check's in the mail because you've got 1 week.
All right. I feel like I'm in a Nardwar video.
I don't get the reference.
Oh, really? You don't know Nardwar?
I know who Nardwar is, but like, does he do like long pauses of sustained? Oh, okay.
Yeah. At the end of every Nardwar interview, he goes, doot doot doot,
And then just
And then he
pauses
holds
for like
the-
an awkward.
holds the microphone
I guess
out.
that bit's been done to death, but you know what, Stizzy, I'm serious.
No,
Wasn't
he's
a
the
bit.
OG. He's the OG.
I wasn't a yeah. Nardwar's side.
No one else has done it besides him and then you.
It was a Simpsons reference that I was making.
Oh. Well, I guess Simpsons did it.
I mean,
But
Simpsons,
Simpsons
did
did
everything.
it. Simpsons
Yeah,
always
exactly,
did it, no matter
100%.
what. There's nothing you can do about that. Let's see, what else do we got? We got Fyre Fest 2. We're going to that.
Yeah. We've decided that we're gonna. There's a lot of options, you know what I mean, and like, you can't really consider cash when you go to the. It's more about the experience, right? So we've
splurging.
decided that we are splurging. You know, presumably, if we can get the money together on the Prometheus package.
Yep.
Which you gave me the rundown on this. It's so much is promised to you that nothing at the same time is nothing's promised to you.
It really is. Here, I'll
it's-
read it to
yeah.
you.
So let me just give you a little breakdown. Regular tickets, I want to say they start at like 2,500. And you've got your-
1,400.
1,400. Okay, so that's not bad at all, right? Fyre Fest 2, it's gonna be an epic
1,400
night,
bucks,
epic
reasonable.
fucking festival.
Yeah.
And then you got, probably 2,500, 5,000, maybe even a 10,000 different tiers of
5,000,
VIP packages.
25,000.
25,000. I mean, that's chump change when it comes to, having a true Fyre Fest 2 experience. You can't limit yourself to, like a free buffet and maybe like a fancy hotel room, backstage passes.
Yeah. You get slippers with your name
like-
stitched into them.
Yeah, every peasant's going to have that, right?
Yeah. But here, I'll read the description first, and then we can announce the price for it.
So this is the Prometheus package. This is
Prometheus
the
package.
top tier, and
That's
it-
us. That's what
yeah,
we're doing.
They haven't elaborated on how many people can potentially order the Prometheus package. You got to assume that all of the bigwigs are going to be, trying to claim this package. And
at a certain point, if everybody gets, like, if everyone's Han Solo, nobody's Han Solo.
Exactly.
So if everyone gets Prometheus, then it's not going to mean anything.
Yeah. So yeah, exactly. If anybody else has Prometheus, I don't want it anymore. I'm assuming we won't be able to get refunded. I just won't.
You could probably
go.
scalp them at the gate.
I'm just gonna not go.
No?
I'm just gonna not. Yeah.
You're just going to leave?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like,
Because you have to go because you're going to be there to find out that there's other people.
that's true. Okay.
So you're going to have to leave.
Catch 22.
So the description of this Prometheus package, on these other ones, you're like, oh, you get artist access. This one, you get VIP access to lounges and stuff like that. Restaurants that only VIP, hookah bar. Prometheus, the fire starter. The origin of the Prometheus pass is shrouded in secrecy. So it's a secret what you get. Legend has it that it was inspired by the Titan Prometheus, who defied the gods to gift humanity fire, a spark of creation and innovation. This pass is not for the faint of heart, nor is it for the casual attendee. It is for those who seek to rise above, who don't just want to witness history, but aspire to shape it. So it sounds like you're working there to me. It sounds like you're going to have a job
and
at the festival.
That's the only description that it provides you. No further details about accommodations, access, anything else that you get. Because
you're not going to be going into the VIP lounge because all the people at the $5,000 ticket are going to be in the VIP lounge.
Well, you got to, I would assume that you're getting everything included in all of the lower tiers.
But you're not going to want to go there.
Right? You subscribe to the highest Patreon level, you get access
everything
to the
below it.
Yeah.
But you don't want to go to that.
No, you're not going to want to sully yourself. I mean, you're dropping Prometheus money. Mm-hmm. You want Prometheus treatment.
You're not going to go live a fucking $5,000 ticket lifestyle.
I would imagine, for the amount that they're charging, like, it's almost like, what do I get? Like my own separate identical Fyre Fest where like all the acts and entertainment
you clone everyone
performed for me, like completely by myself, which that wouldn't even be that fun, right?
No, yeah.
Because like, if you have that exclusive of a concert experience, it's almost not going to be fun because you're being pampered on such a different level than all the other people. And when you're at a concert, you want to be like a part of the crowd. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't want to fucking watch a concert from some sort of like VIP area where only myself and whoever else could afford the Prometheus packages.
Yeah,
but that crazy. Said, I will.
Yeah, we will. And we're going to, and it costs $1.1 million.
See, that's not even that bad. I know a lot of people are being like, "Oh, you guys don't have that kind of money."
We could
that's really none of your concern. Okay, as just witnessed this past weekend, I think, with Coachella. Mm-hmm. You can finance these things, okay?
Yep.
I was reading that 60% of the Coachella tickets sold were purchased through, pay later plans.
I read that too. And that they had like a package thing where it would add in the hotel and a rental car.
Yeah. So
you pay for all that later.
With Prometheus, everything's got to be included, right? Like for that price,
I think they fly you out.
Yeah. They're gonna pick me up from my house.
Did we say the price?
Me, like private jet, PJ fucking to Mexico or wherever it was. Yeah. 1.1 million.
1.1 million.
The finest accommodations. I don't care if it's in a 5-star hotel or it's you custom build me just like the most elaborate like VIP tent of all. It's just really got to be baller.
Yep.
And then, still, like we were saying, I just don't know how you justify.
They can't. They literally can't do enough with what they have to justify $1.1 million.
And I wouldn't want to be a part of this myself, but like even if you gave someone like all the hookers, drugs, food, and just all of the excess that they could possibly consume within the span of the Fyre Festival, it's not gonna add up.
That's still gonna come up to like $35K.
So they're promising something else, and that's why we're getting this Prometheus package. We want to know. What else?
What is it? It's got to be some sort of secret society type shit. It's got to be something like forbidden, something that's like some Illuminati
Billy
type
McFarland,
shit.
Like that guy, his track record speaks for itself, right? Sure, maybe he didn't have a whole bunch of luck with the first Fyre Festival, but that was out of his hands as the documentary proved.
Yeah.
And then didn't he do
Documentary proves
he
it
like
all.
started like PayPal or something? I mean, this guy's
No.
no.
Well, maybe. Actually, you might
He
be
did
right.
something right to like get the money to like put on Fyre Festival, and then he
Yeah, he
squandered
did
it all.
do something. I think
I
he
don't
was.
know. Anyways, Billy
Wait,
McFarland.
so was it wasn't the other guy that started PayPal Elon Musk?
I have no idea.
So what? Computer, who started PayPal?
PayPal was founded by Max Levchin, Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Ken Howery, Luke Nosek, and Yupan on December 1st.
And Billy McFarland also.
Billy McFarland. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, Billy McFarland made PayPal.
But yeah, no, I trust him with to deliver on this package,
You
this
think so?
Prometheus package for 1.1 million. I mean, yeah, I don't know how. I can't imagine how, but we're gonna find out, right?
So I don't think so, and that's why I have Natalie Coldwater, and she is on standby. I'm gonna be sending her information and footage and lists of things. I'm gonna be journaling throughout the day.
Okay.
Which is why I'm doing the journaling now. I have to. I have to get ready.
Call back.
You know?
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to be writing all this stuff down, giving it to her, and she's going to be building a case for when they can't justify the 1.1 million.
So you're gonna
I'm
sue.
suing.
You're gonna sue the pants off Billy McFarland.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to get my ticket price back, your ticket price back. I'm going to
then
get pain and suffering
Yeah.
for both
Yep.
of us.
Yep. Irreparable mental damage. Like
Yep.
I mean. There's got to be something going on with my brain.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
Yep.
we can chalk it all up to Fyre Fest.
Rickets,
Rickets.
because we're going to be on this like weird Mexican island.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
gonna get
and
some
then
sort of
also
old
like
disease.
yep.
Yeah.
We're gonna get what's the one that's going back around? Measles,
Scurvy. Oh,
measles, scurvy.
measles.
All of them are
Yeah.
now that RFK's in. Like we're set.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing that. What are we doing?
We're going to Fyre Fest too.
Oh, yeah,
but
we're going to
it's-
Fyre Fest,
It's
too.
not going to happen, so we're going to sue them. We're gonna
That's
buy
what it is.
the $1.1 million Prometheus tier. We're going to purchase tickets for that through predatory financing.
Yeah.
And then we're going to turn around, get our attorney Natalie Coldwater Esquire
Yep.
to sue them, and we're gonna somehow profit off that.
Yeah. And I have it. I don't know if maybe we should cut this out, Jerry. But what I did was I got a temporary card, used that to set up my payments. So that way when I got my tickets, I got the payments going on my temporary card. Then I got the tickets in the mail. And then I canceled the card. So now the payments are no longer coming out. I got the tickets for free. And when they try to give me my refund of the 1.1 million, it's not going to go through because the bank account's not there. And then I will have more grounds to sue. Even if they do try to give a rightful refund, I sue them again.
Dude, we're gonna have to cut this. We can't say this on a podcast. Held in court. They're going to use this. In court.
Yeah, I told Jerry to cut it.
Okay, I'm just saying, like they're
No.
gonna make it look like we're ambulance chasing here.
I know, but we're not gonna
We
do
can't
it.
put this out, right?
No, we're not gonna put this out.
Okay, okay, so should we just like jump back into the podcast and kind of try to?
Yeah. We'll jump in. We'll do the outro. We'll get out of here. That's cool. All right. So we were talking about what were we talking about right before?
We're talking about the
Yeah.
the rock band, the Deftones.
No, we're talking about Stizzy 40s.
Stizzy 40s,
Great product.
great product. Their accounting,
Bad, company bad. Stressful.
they owe us money.
Owe us
Like,
money.
I'm like I really need this money.
We don't
I'm kinda
want to
I'm juggling a whole bunch of things right now.
We're trying to go
Financially.
into. We're trying to go into season 7, 9, 10,
One of the we're trying
whatever
to come
season we're in. We're trying to go into it with no enemies. We want a clean slate.
clean slate. We don't want to have to, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. As someone once said.
Yeah. So just call us, and by call us I mean send us money.
Money.
And we'll be
money. Pay your invoice.
So yeah, we'll jump back in after we did the thing with the stuff.
Yeah.
About the story.
Man, this is gonna be a shitty episode. We had to talk about how like Stizzy 40s is actually good, and then we had to fucking I feel like my integrity level is at an all-time low right now. But once that check comes in, baby, I won't ever care.
Mm-hmm. That's how it goes. So don't worry, nobody's gonna hear that.
You're
Either.
gonna cut that part, right?
We're gonna cut that, and we're gonna jump right back in right here.
See you guys next.
Oh man, that was a funny joke that one of us just told. I'll cut it right after the joke.
Perfect.
And I'll cut this out.
Okay.
Well, only one more thing to do, Ty. Let's say goodbye.
Guys, I really want to thank you for joining us for this episode of the Natural Habitat Podcast. It's been my pleasure. You guys have a great week.
We love you guys. Bye.
Natural Habitat Podcast.
I don't drink soda.